It's, oh gosh, it's a lot of tea. Like, it's staining tea. Yeah. So if it spills, it's going to stain.
It's you, mate. It's you.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of spice when it comes to that. I have a story time.
Ooh.
Do we have time for a story time?
Yeah.
It's a very good story time.
Yeah, include me. Stay out of my... I mean, no one's leaving me anyway. I don't know what to say. I'm competing in... Stop.
You're psyched out.
I'm seeing you in the corner of my eye.
Now he's going to be like, I can never say
I'm
this
going to be
ever
very
again.
stoic.
Okay, all right.
Do you eat Indian food in your country? Do you have Indian food in your country?
What? What kind of a question is that? Ushi ne to us buddhi ko dara diya. वो चली गई वहाँ से.
A few hours before the pageant, which is a story for another time. It's a bit of a scandal.
Ooh.
It's a very long scandal. So.
I mean, tea? Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Don't Talk Back podcast. I'm Kushi.
And I'm Ranesh, and today we welcome Chanchal Kaur, a lawyer and model who blends intellect with influence, from competing in the Miss India Universe competition to championing women's rights and youth empowerment. Welcome, first of all.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
No, we're also really excited to have you because I think this is the first time the two of us are talking to someone who's actually competed in a pageant this massive. Like Miss Universe is it's really big. So can you walk us through how you sort of stumble through that opportunity and how can Australian women compete for that?
So Miss Universe India is, again, the Indian version of Miss Universe Australia. Every country has that platform. And the way that I actually stumbled on it is when I was younger, I faced a lot of, racism, and I had this identity crisis where I was so used to being told that you would be pretty if you were white. That was such a common...
to your face?
Yeah. It was so common. Like, you would be pretty if you were white, or you're very pretty for an Indian. You don't,
oh my God.
Or you're too pretty to be an Indian. And it's such a disrespectful thing to say.
So disrespectful.
But it got to a point where it became internalized. And I've seen it in other Indian Australians as well. You start to kind of think, okay, maybe I'm not pretty because of my race. And I think I looked into pageantry, and guess what? Almost all the extraordinary and successful pageant queens were Indian, which was such a contradiction because I thought, if Indians aren't attractive, why on earth are we winning Miss World? Why are we winning Miss Universe?
Yeah.
Clearly we are. And that really empowered me. And I rethought about, where I saw myself, my race. I am beautiful. People have convinced me that my race simply isn't. And that's how I got into pageantry, because representation does actually change your mindset and the mindset of people around you. So I competed in Miss World Australia, and then I competed in Miss Grand Australia.
Oh, wow.
Always wanted to do Miss Universe India, but they did not allow Indians unless you were born in India. So you had to be, you had to be.
So you can be an NRI, you just have to be born in India.
Well, you can't be an NRI either.
Oh, okay.
It was just, if you don't have an Indian passport, basically, you're not allowed to compete. It was under this organization called Times. Very, very powerful. 2 years ago, a new organization bought it, and after that, I had the opportunity to compete, and I took it immediately.
Wow.
Without looking back.
So tell me, is it really like Miss Congeniality?
You know what? Actually, yes.
I would not have guessed that.
It kind of is. I was sharing a room with a full-time model. Oh, she's stunning. We became best friends, and I honestly told her, I said, have you seen Miss Congeniality? This is basically it. We had the dance number, so we had that, like you see in the movie. We also had a lot of characters. So pageantry is filled with women from different walks of life. You have girls that are doctors, you have girls that are engineers, you have incredibly...
And lawyers.
And the thing is, you would think, no, it's just a lot of ditzy women, but it's such an extraordinary mix because these are all ambitious women.
Yeah.
So it really was like Miss Congeniality. And you know what? The drama was there as well.
Oh my God. We can't wait to get to the drama. We live for the drama.
So your roots are in law originally. So how did you transition from that into wanting to do like pageantry and modeling?
I think having a lawyer as a beauty queen is such a powerful thing because beauty queens typically do a lot of work with NGOs, charities, and if you have someone that's legally trained, she could assist with drafting contracts, with understanding documentation, or even providing legal information, not advice, but information in the sense that a lot of people don't know basic, legal rights. So I think having a beauty queen that was a lawyer would really do so much good. And that's why I thought I'd get into it.
Yeah.
And the kind of preparation these kind of things require also, I can't imagine how immense that is. So the mental, the physical preparation, how did you go through all of that?
So I actually flew to India 2 weeks before the pageant, and I was in an academy and I just trained for 2 weeks, and the training was quite extensive, runway training that is, in the sense that you would just be doing exercises for an hour, exercising in heels, so doing squats in heels for an hour.
The blisters, I can't imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. But you get to a point where you get used to it.
Oh.
Like heels feel like sneakers.
Oh my God.
That's insane.
That's a flex.
Yeah. I can just sprint into them.
Because when you walked in with those boots, I was like, oh, poor thing, she has to carry on such a heavy bag and those high heels, and to know you're already used to it.
Yeah, these are just sneakers for me right now. These aren't stilettos, so they're not high enough. But honestly, I'm telling you, it was a really good experience to have 2 weeks of just runway training, and you get to actually meet a lot of the girls that you're competing against. So that was helpful in the sense that I kind of got an understanding of the environment in India. I got to make some friends, but honestly, one thing that I have to say honestly is that it is very difficult as an Indian Australian to go and try to assimilate with other Indian girls, because you will be perceived as an outsider.
Yeah, like alien almost. Yeah. That was going to be my next question, because such tough and competitiveness. Although it has a bonding aspect to it, as you've mentioned, you made really good friends and stuff, they also have pros and cons with, as everything does. So would you be comfortable with sharing your pros and cons with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I keep saying
No, it's okay.
Every second
I'm
word
the same.
is
I say every second word is like, and I get flamed for it online.
And I'm like, we need to really do Toastmasters, honestly. Just the three of us. So the cons, there were many. And I have to say, for me, the thing that got to me the most was the bullying.
Bullying?
Yeah. The bullying and the racism.
Even in India?
Yeah. So that was a cultural shock to me, because I thought, I look Indian, I can speak languages from India, I am Indian, like that's how I
It's your ethnicity.
Absolutely. So it was bizarre to me that they would make fun of things like my accent. They thought my accent was hilarious. My accent was mocked quite a lot.
Wow.
And not even in like the fun way, but like actual bullying way.
Yeah. And it was just such a cultural shock, because think about it here. We live in Australia. Our parents' accents were mocked. The Indian accent is one of the most mocked accents in the world.
Oh, don't even get me started.
I was shocked when, I went there and they started mocking my Australian accent because it was funny. I say water different. I say no in a weird way. And it really did make me a little bit self-conscious, because I thought, I don't understand. Why don't I fit in here? This is still my country. And it didn't stop there. It wasn't just a matter of accents. It was questions that are a bit backhanded, in the sense that, do you eat Indian food in your country? Do you have Indian food in your country?
What? What kind of a question is that?
That's what I thought. I was like, these are very high school questions. It's like when in high school people say, do you eat curry every day?
Do you eat curry every day? That's literally what that is.
I'm like, what? So imagine having that in India.
Wow, that's
right?
like complete 360 in my mind.
Right? So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in this dystopian world and I don't know what's happening.
I think that also really we were speaking about this earlier, it really, really speaks to the mentality we have to develop, that you never really, as much as people tell you that, oh, you fit in with the culture here and back home, you don't. Nothing really feels like home, which is really sad to see.
And
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Thank you. But honestly, I actually think it was life-changing. It made me really have a good sense of self.
Yeah.
And I know who I am. And I think if I go back and someone again, it was a competition. It's not like people do that in India normally.
Yeah,
It is a pageant.
Trying to tear you down kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a mental game. But I do have a better grasp on who I am. And I do think that Indian Australians, I would say this to the audience as well, Indian Australians are probably the most powerful Indians. And I say that because we have two cultures blended into who we are. So imagine how powerful you are. You have this ancient culture, and then you also have the Western world. If I saw someone like that go into a pageant, I would be threatened as well, because I think you have two nations behind you. You represent two countries. You have double the love, double the intelligence. And yeah, I guess it was heartbreaking at the start, but it did make me resilient. Not to say that bullying builds character, but
I feel like everyone can say that, though. As traumatic as it is, it does build character, which is, I guess, the flip side to it, because we focus so much on the trauma it gives us, we forget to think about what it's made us into. I mean, I've developed such a thick skin that, I mean, I'll give you an example. The other day I went shopping with my mum, and there was this really old Karen. She was looking at the sales rack. And my mum and I have just touched 2 hangers. Yeah. And she goes, oh, you bloody Indians are everywhere.
Ooh.
And 9-year-old me would have run away and cried. I yelled my ass off at her. Oh, sorry. I yelled at her.
Yes, girl.
I yelled at her and I swore at her, because that kind of stuff, it pisses me off a lot now, because especially recently we've seen this happen mainstream as well. So, yeah, no, I don't hold back anymore. And that's all what I've learned from excessive bullying in primary school, high school. So, yeah, no, it's amazing that you can come out so brilliantly from it.
And good on you for that.
Thanks.
Go, girl.
My mum was like, nobody should fight with Kushi. She came home and like told my brother, my dad, my sister.
She's like, I'm scared of her now.
Yeah, she literally said that. She was like, Kushi, like in Hindi, she was like, Kushi ne to us buddhi ko dara diya, wo chalegi wahan se, which basically means Kushi's scared of the old lady.
I understood. Why'd you look at me when you said
you
that?
You don't understand Hindi.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Listen, I believe you, because I experienced that in India. Do you understand what we're saying? I do.
Oh no.
I was seeing what you would do, whether you would look at me exclude, because you were looking at Chanchal and then you just turn your face to me.
No, she's like, do I want to risk it right now?
No, because I have asked you on multiple occasions, did you understand what that was? And you said no, so I had to translate it for you.
But, I mean, that probably could have been because I wasn't paying attention. But I was paying attention to this. Yeah, I mean, Good
to know that you understand Hindi periodically.
Well, I mean,
selective
I'm not an expert.
Hearing. Yeah, selective hearing.
That's okay.
That's
not select. No, I'm not.
Now he's like, they're grilling me.
He's dug a grave.
No, I listen, and I understand Hindi.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about the matter.
All right, go on then.
Have you faced something similar where?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, not directly, but like, I guess in a soccer game like a few years ago, what do you call it? Someone called me a curry muncher, but like it was like a dad of like the opposition team, and like.
What? Okay, how petty for a dad to be taking digs at a child.
I think it's. Did you score a goal, or were you doing really well?
Oh no, I don't know.
The insecurity, again.
I think it was.
It's like a race card. That's the only thing I have left because this child is exceptional.
Seriously.
So. Yeah, I think I was like what, maybe 18 or something, and then, or like 17, 16, something like that, and then I think we like kind of got into a bit of a scrap with the other team, and then that dad just decided that was the best way to express his anger.
What a loser.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really say anything. I mean, I was 16 or something like that. So I just heard it, and then I was like, all right, like it doesn't really matter to me too much.
It does hurt though.
It does hurt.
And now I think it's funny because after I went to India, I experienced the opposite of it.
Yeah.
So, from being the curry muncher to, do you even have curry in your country?
Oh my God, yeah.
Or she can't eat, people spoke on my behalf, she can't eat this because it's spicy.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, I can't eat it because it makes me sick. Not because it's
and then,
spicy.
And then you'd be made fun of for that as well. Oh my, you have such a weak stomach. You're basically white.
Yeah. I was mocked because I couldn't drink the water there and I didn't have water for a day.
Oh.
They didn't even have packaged water?
Yeah, so we were staying in Indore and we asked for bottles of water and they didn't have any. So for an entire day, my roommate is from the Netherlands, so we're the two foreigners. And some girls also said we were just seat fillers. It's like, okay.
That is so rude.
Yeah, but that's what competition is like. And it did shock me that me not having a necessity, like a survival necessity, was funny. I laugh about it now because it's hilarious. It makes for a good story. Like, we're here at this podcast and we're like, this is
I guess,
intense.
yeah. Now looking back at it, you probably laugh. But like in the moment, you would have been upset. Yeah,
Absolutely. I was shocked because I thought, you haven't accommodated us at all because we can't drink this water.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I said, can you arrange specific food for us, which they didn't. And someone made a joke and they said, I don't know how she's alive because for 3 days, I don't know what she's been eating.
Mind your own business. What's it to you?
Yeah, so it was a bit like, but it's funny now. The funniest thing, you guys won't think it's very funny, is that I was basically told to go back to my country. And I thought it was hilarious.
Oh my God.
Because I'm like, Australians.
It's like, where do we live? If I live in Australia, I'm told to go back. If I'm in India, I'm also told to go back. Where do I live? On the freaking water?
Yeah. And it's so funny because I'm like, if they're like, go back to where you came from, it's like, well, I'm from here.
From here.
I went there, but they told me to go back to Australia, so I don't know what to do. And the girl from the Netherlands faced the same thing. It was, why don't you compete in the Netherlands? Why don't you compete in Miss Universe Australia?
Yeah, and the insecurity, they're just like more competition, more tough competition.
But I'm telling you, I think if you're Indian Australian, that is what you are. And that's why I say it really gave me a better understanding of myself. Because I think that about all three of us. If someone said, what are you? And you said, like, you're Indian. Well, that's not true. You're Australian as well. If you say just Australian, that's also not true.
Yeah.
You're Indian and Australian. You are that blend.
Yeah.
And that's why you understand other people that are also Indian Australian. You went through the same struggle, you know, the same ups and downs, and you truly understand what it's like. So, yeah, intense. But
Wise words.
Yeah, no, those are really wise words.
oh, thank you.
Good on you. I can tell the pageant like has you know, like you're really good. You're really eloquent. So
Not all the time.
Oh.
I said like so really about 50 times. Definitely out of practice.
doesn't leave you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you've been vocal about your legislative protection for women. Can you share some specific areas in which you're passionate about, and any initiatives that you have been involved in the past or even now?
Well, I'm actually not doing anything at the moment with law and women's rights. I'm actually focusing on community. And that's something I really believe in because my experience in India, again, it was a wild experience, but it really gave me my purpose. I was isolated in India because I was bullied and my friend was isolated. And it got to a point where I was sick for an entire day that I was knocked out. So she had to go to the events by herself. And she came back the next day crying because she said no one sat next to me. No one spoke to me. And she said, I didn't realize how alone I was. And I truly appreciate her because she said, I understand that you were this alone when you came for training because you were here for 2 weeks. And that made me understand how important sisterhood and community is because I've faced that isolation. My friend has faced that. And I already run a girls group. It's called That Girl Walk Group. Wow. So if you would like to join, we actually have something planned tomorrow. And we do these, I want to say fortnightly, but it's really monthly. Monthly events where we go on a walk because I do want to focus on wellness. And psychologically, when you go for a walk, you're not facing someone. So you're more comfortable with being vulnerable. So if you're facing some sort of struggle or there's an issue, and we do have a loneliness epidemic in Australia. We also have a really concerning rate of youth with mental health concerns. It's like 40% right now. So I think having that community gives you a safe space, and sometimes talking to a stranger helps as well, because you know that they're not going to judge you, or you might not see them again. So I wanted to have that girl walk group, and that's what I'm focusing on. So it's not anything legal, but it's more to do with wellness. And we know community works, because if we look at our ancestors, especially the women, they always gather around. And they always have this sort of support system, whether they're knitting together, you know.
Like playing cards together, gossiping together. They're always with their girls.
Absolutely. And I think we've lost sight of that. I think it's also very powerful to bring that into Australia. And it already exists within the Indigenous community as well. Like, we know that the Aboriginals have done this forever. Like, they have sessions where women get together and I think it's weave, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is so powerful. And that was such a beautiful thing. So we're really incorporating our own, you know, the Indigenous culture of Australia as well as our Indian culture. So
no, that's really...
join that girl walk group. If there's something I would have to say, you can join us. Everyone's welcome.
There'll be an event anyway sometime, so more than free to look that up.
And we're doing photos as well. So
this
weekend
the photos.
we'll go for a walk.
You got to be snatched.
No, girl.
Girl,
no.
No, like snatched in the photos.
Okay, yeah. The entire purpose is, I feel as if, they want to join the walk too. They're like, let me in, tell me the time and place. But the entire purpose is that when you look at old photos, you're like, damn, I used to think I looked really chubby, or I didn't look good, or my hair wasn't that nice. But you look at it 3 years later and you're like, I looked fabulous.
Yeah.
I was fine.
That's true.
So I want to make women feel like that and give them, I have like a little Canon camera. So it's like a semi-professional camera.
Okay.
So I'm going to take these like goddess-like photos of
I
women.
love that.
Yeah. And then give it
She's
to
going to
them.
make you look snatched even though you already are snatched.
Like goddesses need to be captured. So.
One thing I'm curious about, actually, we'll move on to the more positive aspects of the pageant. I have had a long time infatuation with Mumbai because I love Bollywood. Have you had any close encounters with any celebrities, and if so, what were they, if you want to share?
Oh gosh. I actually didn't, because Urvashi Rautela was a judge for the pageant, but I left a few hours before the pageant, which is a story for another time. It's a bit of a scandal.
Ooh.
It's a very long scandal. So.
I mean, tea?
It's, oh gosh, it's a lot of tea. Like, it's staining tea. Yeah. So if it spills, it's going to stain. Now you're like, I need to know right now.
I do want to know, but I'm also mindful of that episode.
We can talk about it in another episode.
I would love to, yes.
Yeah. Unless people are like, this girl is boring.
No, people
we
would
do
not.
want to listen to a lawyer talk about being a beauty
people will
queen.
not be saying that. Trust me, they are as invested as we are.
Yeah. But that was the experience.
Yeah, and thoughts on Urvashi Rautela. She has had a lot of mixed people talk about her.
Oh, she's funny.
Yeah?
Listen, I actually really love people with quirky personalities.
Okay.
She is so funny. I think she says what she thinks. And if she doesn't want to be here, she will probably say that and say,
that is true.
Here, get up and leave. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that you're authentic to who you are. I like that there's no facade. And that's another thing about pageants. I know that when I did Miss Grand Australia, I was trying to be a better version of myself. But it got to a point where I was like, is this who I am? And that's a reason that I walked away from Miss Universe India. I felt as if competing, or rather signing the contract, which is a part of the scandal, I would lose my sense of self, my values. Everything I stand for would be contradicted by that contract. So
that's not good.
Yeah. So I like people that are who they are, and yeah. You're like, damn, that got deep quick.
Yeah, no, that's so unfortunate. So close, but
yeah.
I mean, you got to put yourself first, so it's understandable.
100%. And you know what? I truly think nothing should ever compromise your values, because when they do, it compromises who you are. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for everything.
That's fair.
Yeah, so walking away, it was difficult. I'm not going to lie, because...
You've been working towards it for so long. Yeah, a lot of hours of work gone into that.
And you have to invest a lot of time, a lot of money, and there is so much that goes into it, and so many people that assist you with preparing for a pageant. And for me, it wasn't as bad as it was for my best friend. She was the first runner-up of Miss Universe Netherlands.
Oh, wow.
So she has basically tasted victory. She's so close to it. And for her to walk away, this was a childhood dream of hers, whereas for me, it was more of a platform to push forward that girl walk group. And I remember thinking, if this is difficult for me, this must like really crush her. But it shows character to have your dreams in front of you and say, you know, here is everything you want, but give up everything you value. It is such a test of your character, but it does make you stronger. I'm very grateful for it. And I told my mum, I said, Mum, this is honestly, God is testing me right now. If there was a moment, this is the moment. Yeah.
It's very intense. Well, I guess we'll take that off to the last segment of our podcast. Ranesh, do you want to take it off?
Yes, I will. So in true Karan Johar fashion, we have something called rapid fire round. We don't actually have any sort of prize or hamper, but we hope that will be in the works soon. But for now, to answer honestly, don't really think too much. Just say whatever comes to your head. So, Kushi?
You ready? Okay. Your favourite contestant from this year's pageant?
Mariska, my best friend.
The one from Netherlands? Oh, okay.
Obviously. Not biased at all.
I thought you were going to say yourself, but that is also valid.
One habit you want to break?
There are too many.
Oh, no!
You said answer honestly, so I have to... I would say...
Maybe your top one. You can say your top one.
My top one? Eating everything. I love to eat. So, eating everything.
Oh, I mean, that's not a bad habit.
But
Unless
I
it's
say I'm on
affecting
a
you
diet every
negatively.
single day. You guys, I'm on a diet, and then I'll go home and eat a tub of ice cream.
I mean, it's a balanced life. It's got to have a balance. All right. A pageant cliche you roll your eyes at.
Pageant girls are ditzy.
Valid. They are not.
I hope you think that is like...
No.
I don't know.
We agree. I mean, it takes a lot to become a lawyer, a doctor, and an engineer, so they are not ditzy at all.
Yeah. What's the craziest DM you've ever received? Ooh.
I can't say that on this podcast.
Is it someone really famous?
No, it's just... You get a lot of weird ones. Especially when you compete in Miss Universe India.
Was it like a disgusting one?
Yeah, I've had some of them. But...
From men?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Every woman can relate to that. No woman is like, I have no idea what she's talking about. They're like, yeah, I'm deleting those right now.
I can't even imagine. Anyways, you stay out of our DMs. Okay.
Please don't say you're like, yes. Sorry, girl.
What did you do?
I just did that. Include me. Stay out of my... I mean, no one's DMing me anyway. I didn't know what to say.
I thought you were like guilty.
No, I thought
No.
I would take that as a sign to like, you can DM me instead.
No,
I'm available.
I think I just...
I will forward them to you. You know, you can...
No, I mean, well, you were all saying, oh, is it men? And then I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know what to say. I don't know how to react to that.
No. It doesn't include you, so you're fine.
Yeah, I hope not.
The men behind the camera, and not all of them, some of them.
Yeah.
It's okay. There's probably some women. that
Some
do that
women are
too.
there too. Yeah, I'm
everyone,
sure.
please.
Everyone. Yeah.
Don't say R-rated things to other people. It's not very nice.
If you could swap lives with any Miss Universe alum for a day, who would you swap it with?
I would swap it with Harnaz Sandhu.
Oh, she's doing so well. I love that girl. She is gorgeous in and out. Next one.
The most famous person you ever met?
I don't know. I'm like, do I even meet famous people?
I mean, surely there's somebody.
I haven't met. Mm-hmm. Does it count if I've seen on stage? But then everyone's seen someone at a concert.
I mean, you could say your friend because was runner-up for that.
Yeah.
If she's the most popular person you've met.
Yeah, I'll say my friend.
Slay. All right, this might be a bit of a spicy question, but name a sponsor you would never want to work with again.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of spice when it comes to that. I have a story time.
Ooh.
Do we have time for a story time?
Yeah.
It's a very good story time. So, again, it goes back to testing your character. There was a sponsor that had products, and all girls were given assigned products to do a commercial for. So you memorize a line and, pretty fun, commercial modeling. My product was a skin whitening cream.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had to double check. I said, is it whitening or is it brightening? Just to make sure. They were like, yeah, so it's like a fairness cream. And I said, no, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, I can't do it because it goes against what I believe in. And also, I faced colorism as a child.
Yeah.
I remember being told I was too dark. And it was like, oh, she's not very pretty. She's very dark. So I thought it would be very stupid for me to promote something that had traumatized me as a child. And I told I actually would work with that sponsor because they said to me, that's fine. If it doesn't align with your values, that's okay. Are you happy to do like hair products? And I said, yeah, that's not an issue at all. But it was very spicy in the sense that the director of the pageant prior to this happening said, if you are a Miss Universe India and you have sponsors, it is your job to ensure that there is a positive relationship between those sponsors. So if they give you a fairness cream, you promote the fairness cream. And I said, what if you don't believe in that? And he said, it's not a matter of whether you believe in it or not. You're promoting the product, not fairness. And I said, no, you're indirectly promoting fairness. That is colorism. So when I said no to the sponsor, I thought, well, there is no way they would ever crown me because a Miss Universe India should promote it. So yeah, that was quite, I thought that was quite spicy.
Can we get a name or not?
Of the sponsor?
Yeah.
Oh, the sponsors are actually good. They're called Raga Professionals. They were good in the sense that they were accommodating.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I said, I can't do this, it doesn't align with my values, they said, fine, can you do something else? So I guess I would work with them. There were a lot of sponsors. I'm like, how much tea can I remember?
That's fair. I mean, we still got a story time out of it, so it still counts.
Interesting.
A lot of story times.
So for the last question, perhaps the most grueling question of the whole podcast, the most intense one. So I'm from South India, Kushi's from North India, and we have an ongoing debate about which food is the best. And since you said you're a foodie, would you prefer a dosa or a paratha?
Oh gosh. See, if you asked idli or paratha, I would have said idli. But you said dosa, so paratha.
No, well, since you've had the license to change some...
No, because...
It's like, I can change the vote.
No. Okay, so at a previous episode, one of the guests, this is Megha Tripathi, she said that she doesn't like parathas. So, and she's never really had many, so she doesn't really like them. So she said she'd pick North Indian cuisine because she really likes chole bhature. So then Ranesh took it upon himself to be like, okay, this is like, I'm going to change the South Indian food as well. So he said Kerala paratha or something, and she still chose chole bhature. So I'm giving you the chance to change. You can't say idli because she said that now.
Well, okay. This is a test on my on my South Indian food knowledge. I don't know much that's like that maybe you would know. As in, that sounded really stupid. No, like
No, honestly, I get you. I was like, I get where you're going with this. It's like culinary expertise.
Yeah, because if I say something, you may not know it, and then it'll just be like, all right, like sadhya. Do you know what sadhya is?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Onam Sadhya?
You don't call it that, but yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, as in like it's not Onam is like a festival, and it's like sadhya is eaten at any sort of festival, not specifically just.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, no, I'll concede defeat on this one.
So that
I'll
means for
cop
this
it.
season, North India wins. Because it is officially
Listen,
6-4.
If you said Italy, you would have won. But
So technically that counts.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right.
Forget
fine.
it.
Fine. I'll cop it.
6-4. Last season, South India won, and I was really bummed about it.
what was the food though?
It was
Same, wasn't it?
It was naan or dosa or naan. And I thought that's not fair. So I changed it to paratha to give it better odds.
It's also because the dosa comes with all these like fun things, whereas a naan is like
Naan is basic. That's why I added paratha, because you can have
you can stuff
butter,
it,
you can
yeah.
have achar, you can have chutney, you can have dahi. The list goes on. So, yeah.
There's a lot. For my friends that don't really know what a paratha is, there's always, listen, sometimes I'm that friend.
Yeah.
It's like an Indian bread and you can stuff it with potatoes and honestly anything. Or sometimes you can make it with sugar. I'm not saying you should.
I've heard that my sister makes it and her
Yeah.
kids really love it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not saying you should.
paratha
but
for the
you can.
win. All right. Well, friends, thank you so much for coming back to another episode of the Don't Talk Back podcast. And thank you so much, Chanchal, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you on here. And we hope you enjoyed chatting to us as well.
Loved it, you guys. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's our pleasure.
We'll
We'll see you next time, guys. See you next time. Bye.